After 2 long, grueling days of group play, we've narrowed our field of 24 teams down to our top 8. And now, it's time for the playoffs.
بدأنا في البلاي اوف أعزائنا المشاهدين، بدأنا البطولة في 24 فريق أيضا. انتهى فينا المطاف أننا نعرف مين التوب 8 الأفضل في العالم في جيمرز 8، واليوم راح نشهد مباريات الربع النهائية الكاملة، والفائز منهم على طول يتوجه إلى النهائيات ويكون أفضل 4 فرق معنا في هذه السنة.
I'm your host Stax alongside Fancy. We have 4 best of 7 quarterfinals on tap for you here this evening. And it includes our main event of the evening. Rule 1 and Vitality will close out the night. We know at least once we'll see Rawas and Zen 1v1 on the stage.
اللي ما يدري، بالأمس شاهدنا رول 1 في نهاية البث المباشر، استطاعوا أنهم يتغلبون في مباراة جدا قاسية قدام فيرجن 1 وتأهلوا على طول إلى النهائيات. في الليلة راح نشهد من ضمن مباريات ربع النهائي رول 1 يواجه تيم فتاليتي أبطال العالم، أفضل فريق في الشرق الأوسط قدام أفضل فريق في العالم. بتكون مباراة ما راح ننساها.
That's later. Here's now. Our first matchup is sure to be explosive. The first team onto the stage turned a lot of heads when they turned Group A on its head when they knocked off Team Vitality. Now they're back to kick off our quarterfinals. The number 1 team from Group A, Oxygen Esports. What can you say about the Dutch team in Jorius? Super Lucky, Atomic, and even Zen himself have all learned the hard way that Jorius is still a force to be reckoned with in the ones game, undefeated in his 3 solo games. Walk by his side and he will lead you to paradise, but stand in his way and he will destroy you.
Oxygen Esports وصلوا في المسرح كممثلين لجروب A كفريق أول على المركز الأول من بداية البطولة إلى الآن، ما خسروا ولا مباراة حتى الآن ولا احتاجوا أنهم ينزلون إلى اللور براكت. هذا الفريق اللي استطاع أنه يهزم على فريق فتاليتي اللي يعتبرون الأفضل في العالم، الفريق اللي قلنا ما حد بيقدر يوصل لهم، ما حد بيقدر أصلا يوقفهم في الجروب ستيج، فما بالك في النهائيات. واستطاعوا أوكسجين أنهم يغيرون توقع الكل، لكن الآن خصمهم بالأمس صارت مباراتهم غريبة قليلا، أدائهم كان مرة مستغرب منه، لكن بعدها رجعوا مرة ثانية للبلاي أوفس. لازم تعرفون مين بيكونون، فخلونا نرحب فيهم. عائدين للمسرح للانتقام فريق فيرجن 1. فيرجن 1 امام رول 1. بالامس شاهدنا مباراتهم في المسرح، لكن للاسف الشديد ادائهم كان قليل جدا وضعيف مقارنه باللي ممكن يسويه هذا الفريق العظيم. نتكلم عن احد افضل الفرق العالميه، معهم دانيال اللي يعتبر افضل لاعب 1v1 في العالم، لكن للاسف خسروا مباراتهم. رجعوا مره ثانيه قدام فريق ليكويد وعوضوها في اخر لحظه في اخر فرصه وتوجهوا الى النهائيات. لكن هل يقدرون يوقفون الفريق اللي استطاع التغلب على كاس العالم، الفريق الفائز في البطل على السنه كامله؟ هذا الشيء اللي راح نشهده الان.
Version 1 twice up against Team Liquid, twice the exact same result. They fend off the reverse sweep bid, and for Rocket League's Iron Men, it's just another day at the office. Only Furia has played more games than Version 1 to get to this point in the tournament. As the teams now get ready to take their seats, we get ready to send you to game number 1. This is my favorite part of the tournament, Fancy. We transition from best of 5s to best of 7s. No excuses, nobody just gets lucky. From here on, you earn it.
ما يدري الآن من اللحظة هذه في ربع النهائي إلى الجراند فاينل راح يكون عندنا بست اوف 7، معناته الفرص الثانية، السكند تشانس اللي ممكن تشوفها في الدبل إليمينيشن اللي شاهدناه في الجروب ستيج الآن ما هي موجودة. خسارتك معناته توقف مسيرتك، فوزك معناته تأهلك على طول إلى النهائيات، فخلونا نشوف وش ممكن يحدث. لكن قبل ما نبدأ في المباراة لازم نذكركم أعزائنا المشاهدين وأيضا الحضور اللي معنا في المسرح إنه اليوم بيكون عندنا ميت اند جريت مع كل الفرق اللي تم استبعادهم من البطولة. إذا حاب إنك تصور مع اللاعبين، إذا حاب إنك تقابلهم، إذا حاب إنك تسولف معاهم، إذا حاب إنك تقضي وقت معاهم، تلقاهم الآن موجودين خارج المسرح. تقدر إنك تزورهم على طول مع جنبنا على طول بكل بساطة. تقدر إنك تقابل جميع اللاعبين اللي تم استبعادهم، وأي فريق راح يتم استبعاده راح تشوفه هناك إن شاء الله.
For our fans here in the arena, some of the players that have already been knocked out of this year's tournament, they're having a meet and greet right next door. Get autographs, get photos with them. Fancy's going to go over. He's going to get everybody to sign his cast. He's going to cut in front of kids left and right. It's going to be a sight to see. But here in the arena, we are ready. The wait is over. The playoffs are finally here. Let's send it off to our casters to kick off the quarterfinals.
Tried to get them to sign the cast yesterday, but everyone was just running away from me. But today, I'm not going to give them a chance. They're going to sign my cast. أعزائنا المشاهدين على طول بنروح مع المعلقين نتكلم أكثر وش ممكن يصير في هذه المباراة العظيمة. Oxygen Esports قدام Version 1 على طول مع المعلقين.
NA versus EU to start the day, and it's only natural that we'd get an NA caster and an EU caster.
Hello, mate.
To kick it off. How you doing, Stumpy?
I'm doing very well, thank you, pal. How are you doing?
I'm absolutely wonderful. I am especially excited for this Version 1 Oxygen match. We have both of these teams have had some ups, had some downs, but for Oxygen, it's really only been up. They took down Vitality to start their entire tournament, and it's been rock solid for them since.
Yeah, I think with Oxygen as well, you have to look at how confident they feel on any given day, where they performed so fantastically online. Of course, it was a little bit different at the start of the year. Back when we were looking over towards Rotterdam to see how teams would perform, they got to that top 8, but then they felt they weren't able to do anything more than that. And Joris, that was a big disappointment for them. Since then, they've not achieved a huge amount. Version 1 on the other side, from North America, they have not been the team that have been standing up. So right now, both these teams are thinking, if we get through the other, maybe this is our late resurgence.
And I think a lot of people might be excited to watch that Joria's Daniel 1v1. We will no doubt get. We're guaranteed in this best of 7 to watch both 2v2 and 1v1. A minimum of 4 games being played. The 1v1s have not been going so well for Daniel.
Oh, you could say that.
Yeah, Joria's, it's a different story though.
Yeah, for Daniel, he has not done a particularly good job. He's only played 2 so far. 1 versus Tho, where he's done fantastically, and then 2 versus Atto, where he got relatively embarrassed in both. Wasn't able to have a particularly exciting format, but Joris on the other side of things, he literally beats Zen on LAN. What more can you ask for?
We do start out on the 3v3, which, you know, Version 1, we talk about Daniel specifically, while 1s hasn't gone well for him, 3s, he has looked a lot better. Maybe a bit shaky otherwise in Version 1's 3v3s. Oxygen, I think they match up pretty well here. Let's see how they get started. Version 1 are the ones to push first on offense underneath, but that's a good work from Archie, excuse me, to push that ball back out.
And 3v3 has looked like a very good mode for Version 1 so far as well, where they looked relatively lackluster in the RLCS. Lovely reset for Beast Mode early on, who himself has been fantastic. We've seen now Daniel has not been performing in those 1v1s very well, but 2v2, Dan has been absolutely electric alongside B Mode.
Yeah, Beast Mode's defense has been excellent. You're definitely going to need that. But Daniel off the ceiling, he gets another chance at it. Well defended again by Oxygen. Not really giving Version 1 the space they want. No backboard for them in the first minute. Calm gonna take his space, but you see Jory is crashing down onto him, and the shot right into the defender. Beast Mode takes it away.
Yeah, B Mode perfect positioning there too. Goes bottom left. Was about to get sniped, but he manages to block it with his big, beautiful car. Now Joris, that back corner is going to be his pass. It's central. Archie's there, back behind B Mode, and Oxygen take the first.
Yeah, Beast Mode hurrying up on this play. See him take that boost out. Daniel also right behind him. He's hoping Daniel can at least get a play there, but Beast Mode expecting Archie. You got to be able to defend that side of the net, but too much momentum. Smart recognition from Archie to put it backside.
I think our second game mode really depends on who wins this in the first game as well. If Oxygen win, I'm sure they go straight into that 1v1. Jory is feeling utterly confident, one of the best 1v1 players in this tournament right now. Whereas if Version 1 win, they've got to go with that unbeatable duo in Beast Mode and Daniel. But like you said, Jory, we need to play both eventually. It just depends on when these teams want to be playing each mode.
Yeah, if you're Oxygen and you end up losing that game, I think you definitely go to that 1v1. You play your hot hand, right? It's kind of what we saw last Gamers8. If you play your hot hand, you end up being on top more times than not. Version 1, a lot of pressure. but they can't get a shot into the net. A couple of opportunities in front of the box, but Oxygen are always there. They're ready. They get a solid 15. Jorius gets the clear out.
Yeah, that final step just lacking right now for version 1. Like you say, Joe, they're getting decent passes, getting decent pushes upfield. They've got good boost control as well, but unfortunately for them, nothing can quite get that final 5% until you just smack it somewhere towards the net convincingly. Ixo, let's go off that ball, foils it towards Daniel, now picked up by Archie, another 50 from Dan. Lets it fall back over towards Beast Mode. Jorius up at the back, and he only just makes contact. A little bit dangerous, but now we see Oxygen on that counter.
That keeps happening for Oxygen. And version 1, they threaten in front of the box. There's always one defender that takes him out. Ixo trying to create something, but Jory is a little too far back. There was just nowhere for them to really push forward. Seeing Beast Mode was there. When Archie had to dump that, he didn't have any boost. He still barely has anything. And a little bit of chaos here in front of the box. But again, last defender for Ixo gets there, he gets bumped. Oxygen still get the clear.
I'll tell you what, that physicality of version 1 was huge for them versus Liquid yesterday. It's been huge for them so far. That's another demo, it's another shot. Can't quite find its way in, but version 1, each chance gets much more convincing. If they remove one, then they have a relatively open net to shoot, and but Jory is able to block that out again. And that is Com's bread and butter, realistically. He's one of the demo leaders in this competition so far, and he is the demo leader, I believe, if not second, in the RLCS through this entire season.
Well, if you're version 1 and you can't get a goal here, we talk about Oxygen losing, they go straight into the 1v1. I think if you're version 1, you go straight to that 2v2. A lot of these chances in front, they just don't have the follow-ups after they get in front of the box. Right there. Oxygen, they just don't give Daniel enough space. They don't give Beast Mode enough space. They get in front, they get the challenge. Archie gets another solid 50, but Jory is just a little too far off the rock there. And again, the 50s just don't work out for them. You see the follow-up there, they're playing the middle of the field, but then the 50 goes to the left side, and version 1 can't follow it up.
Chance in the final minute as Ixo is going to be pushing against Daniel. Can't get anything as he gets just past that halfway line. Drops it very low. That backline bump is going to lead to absolutely nothing. As Oxygen, they find themselves defending as they have done for the last minute or so, but no goals can come of it. Daniel going central. Com is there, but a little bit pushed up too far forward, and the shot becomes a lot more awkward. Beast Mode, will he pass? He does. Com is up, but Jorius intercepts convincingly.
Yeah, I mean, you got to try something there. But all three Oxygen members had covered. There was no shot available. You see Daniel on the far side, so why not try to go for it? But that's kind of been the story for version 1. Sure, we have room in the corners. Sure, we can carry the ball in front of the box, but Oxygen are always there, always have the 50 to take it away. Another good touch to kill it in the corner. Oxygen have to stop. One more threat. Daniel, he's got control. Pass in front. And again, Oxygen just won't let him through. Does version 1 have another try? Popped up, no. One more for Oxygen, and they'll take game 1.
Jorby. That was an own save from Daniel. Daniel got in the way of that final shot. He had the pass. It was a wonderful pass central as well. But in the end, that shot from Com bounced off his own teammate. I don't know if there's someone behind him that would have blocked it anyway. But the own save with 2 seconds left. Oxygen, they take it 1-0, and to me, that feels like we're about to therefore get a 2v2.
Yeah, I definitely think the 2v2 is coming. The Dan-Mo combo hopefully gets them back into it, but man, Oxygen, their defense, to me, the story of game number 1. They just would not let version 1 in no matter what, and here it is.
Yeah, Dan
it's
blocked.
In the way, it would have been in.
I think potentially...
Maybe not, it could have been blocked.
I think Archie might have got to it, but even then Beast Mode was so far up that maybe he could have got a touch. At that point, you're looking at the theoreticals. We don't know. What we do know is the fact that Daniel, very unfortunately, got the reset, got the pass, but also got the save. Version 1, they go down in the series, and Oxygen leading with just that single goal. 2v2 on the menu, Jorbs?
I think it has to be 2v2. I think it would be an ego pick to say, all right, Daniel, you've been outscored like 18-5 in your last two your last 2 1v1s. But you know, it's a new day, but it's still a 2v2 for version 1. This has been their strongest mode. This has kept them alive in series. It's helped them win. So now we're going to see it again, where we saw the defense shine for Oxygen. I do believe we're going to see that defense shine for version 1 here. Daniel got the 50 and just cannot get the force.
And an interesting pick on the side of Oxygen too, where we did a little old podcast in the pre-show, or just before the pre-show, with Jack and Jorius. And Jorius was saying, like, I don't particularly back Ixo and Archie to go up against the version 1 duo in Dan and Beast mode. And now we see Jorius join Archie. He's confident, as is Dan. The tap down. What a block from Archie. The mainstay of the 2v2s for Oxygen. And version 1, how much more convincing do they already look?
I mean, you got to think about this version 1 duo that they beat the Twins, one of the strongest duos here. You got to think, of course, you know, Jorius, or not Jorius, excuse me. Jorius and Archie, who are in. Good duo for sure, but certainly not the Twins. Let's see what they can do. They had great defense. Maybe they can pull it off, but that's a huge dunk for Beast Mode. Version 1 start off.
A right wall betraying Oxygen as it falls down to B mode, picks up the 100, goes straight up high and reads Archie like a book. No one back. V1, their first goal of the series.
Now it comes down to that defense for version 1. Daniel gonna force that 50 out. Beast Mode gonna look for a clear. Right now Oxygen got control. Jorius has it in front, gets another reset. Archie picking up the demo as well. A little bit of space for Archie. Daniel on the top, got the save, sitting on the top of the net. Oxygen will keep control here. Jorius again here with the air dribble. And Beast Mode all over him. He just won't let Oxygen play with the ball in the third. Daniel losing the 50 to Archie. Oxygen do not spend long here in the blue.
Good pass across Archie, does find Jorius, but again Beast Mode blocks. Archie has to run back. Who wins that foot race? It will be Archie, but again leaving that net completely open. Waits for the touch. Jorius fakes out Daniel. Perhaps a sign of things to come when we go ahead and look at that 1v1 coming up later. Archie can now shoot this ball. With Beast Mode going high, he has to try and meet him. Can't quite sneak it past. 2 minutes elapsed. And 1 goal for version 1 so far being the difference maker. Back corner sees a fight, a scrap breakout with Beast Mode now taken to the skies. Through the halfway line, Jorius is going to be collecting the ball, drops it back down to Archie, but Daniel wants to spoil all their fun.
Oh, Beast Mode up so quickly to block that. That's got to be so difficult to handle. Like, Beast Mode is in a position to have either a threatening attack, but then he just jumps back and completely prevents Oxygen transition. Oxygen do retain possession after a couple of nice 50s.
Good bump as well from Jorius in the net. Opens it up for Archie, and nothing quite.
Yeah, I mean, good clear. That's what makes the Danmo duo so difficult to beat. You think you finally have them, you think you finally have possession, but then they get in front of every ball. Beast Mode takes away your options. Daniel's there to follow it up. There's just nothing there. Jorius trying to predict Daniel. Daniel getting over 1, but Beast Mode a little far back.
It's good ISO from Jorius too to make sure that he works back as soon as he can. Thinking Archie realistically probably gets beaten here considering the time that he's got. But Jorius onto that 1, gets towards that side wall, but with no real plan. Just forgoes all of the possession back over towards version 1. We approach a minute and a half left. And thus far, it is this big control coming in for version 1. Controlling the pace of the game entirely. Good bump. Jorius a little bit too far away. Not quite. Jorius sneaks in, and what a bump from Archie.
Yeah, that bump forced Daniel into hurry-up mode. You see Beast Mode get bumped, you gotta jump, block the shot. Jorius recognizing it, puts it far side, and nothing Daniel could do about it. Excellent read there from Jorius. Tie it up and in position to maybe steal this 2v2.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Does he bump him? No. Oh, that's still a dangerous ball. Jorius wisely waits for that ball.
Realizes that he shouldn't necessarily chase that one because Archie's still trying to come back. And if he doesn't get back, then it's going to be near enough a guaranteed goal on the opposition side. So yeah, very correct. Very intelligent play from him. Archie passing back. A bit more beans on it than he anticipated. 20 boost. These Jorius now. Fake it low, gets 1. Archie takes it to the corner rather than going for the shot. Interesting touch we're seeing from Oxygen, only really shooting towards the net when they feel like it can be a goal-scoring opportunity. Not trying to force keepers out at all, which is not normally what you see from 2v2. If you can take a decent shot, you can force a keeper to go for it, and then the second run-up shot is going to be easier. Oxygen very much not going for that tactic, but Jorius all of a sudden completely dives in. That bounce is not the best for V1. The pass is, though. It was open, and B-Mode can't make contact. Now the other side, it's a counter-attack. Jorius goes central, has to bump, or rather has to dodge the bump from Archie. Now again a counter-attack.
That was excellent from Beast Mode. Used all of his mechanics in order to get that ball. Jumped onto the wall, got the clear out, but excellent turnaround there from Oxygen. The Jorius Archie duo really giving Danmo a run for their money right now. Demo trying to get through, but they just can't. Now Jorius off the ceiling, only 10 boost. Taken away again. The final seconds. Could we see overtime? Coming across. Got the 50 across one. Another 50. Jorius waiting for that ball in the corner. Gets right above him. They got to think about this one. He lets Archie have it. Do they play ball here? Daniel says, nah. We'll go to OT.
Pop it down, put the ball on Salty Shores, make sure that they are not going to be causing any more mayhem in that orange half. But again, we find ourselves on this kickoff. Dan passes to B-Mode, but Archie's up nice and quick. Jorius can shoot. B-Mode has to dive straight in front. And Jorby, you shake your head.
Well, I'm just, Beast Mode is just so quick. he positions so aggressively, but he also just gives himself enough space to get back and just get to the challenge. His challenge game is immense for version 1. Archie, a bit of control, but too heavy of a touch. And that's the problem with version 1. They've already read what you're gonna do, and they get downfield again.
It's a nice block in the corner as well, and that leads Jorius to try and get it back towards Archie. Does so. Beast Mode helps it along. Jorius has to clear, but Daniel is going to be on that warpath. 100 boost in favor of the Dutchman. Jorius now passes it down towards Archie. Archie takes that snapshot. B-Mode and Dan both commit for that save. With 100 boost, Jorius can come in nice and quickly, but Daniel finds himself to be quicker on that attempt. A minute in overtime. So far, both teams with decent opportunities to score. Now Jorius up high, caught out. These dunks have been dangerous so far for V1, but no goals from them recently.
That was version 1's only goal, was that Beast Mode dunk. We've had a lot more since then, but nothing towards the net. Nothing for Daniel to work with there either. He gets that boost. Archie, 72 as he leaves this one. Daniel following him closely, puts it back safely to the corner. Jorius trying for the boost steal. He's lost it. Now Beast Mode on the wing. Daniel going for the bump. He gets him! Oh! For Beast Mode, they take game 2!
Pure beauty from the Beast. 1 minute 24. It's Daniel with the reset. Gets in the demo. Through the fire and flames, we see a V1 win. 3v3 the next game mode, and they go into it completely level.
Well, that was a little scary at times for version 1. But man, Daniel, of course, the air dribble demo. My personal favorite approach to any situation.
You don't think it's horrendously cringe and awful?
Well, you know, cringe is fun, all right? Cringe is the new meta.
Cringe is also subjective.
Cringe is subjective.
And as we see come on the screen, I'm sure everyone in chat is also thinking the exact same thing. Some people finding what he does very cringe. I personally love it. I think it's brilliant. But he was not in this game. This was all B-Mode and Dan, and that link-up was sensational. Some fantastic saves coming out from both sides for that final goal, and the penultimate one, actually, coming from complete bumping, demoing, aggressive play. That save is also amazing from Archie, but here it is. One reset into the demo, ball cam off. We don't need that. Jorius, what are you going to do, pal?
I do love getting that ball cam perspectives. You know exactly what they're going for, exactly when they're going for it. You get the idea of what the player's vision is. And we knew exactly what Daniel was thinking in that situation. But man, dude, Beast Mode, he's just... To me, Beast Mode was the MVP of that 2v2. So many times getting quality 50s, preventing Oxygen from really getting pressure on offense. But now going back to 3v3, it was tight before. Oxygen were able to take that win. Can they get it again? Because we're guaranteed to go to the 1v1 after this. Oxygen getting a win here would be massive for their chances of taking this to match point.
Yeah. And with this win as well, bear in mind, that does also confirm that we will be seeing an extra 2v2 or 1v1. Thanks to the beauty that we see coming from this best of 7 format as well. Best of 5 is a little bit more, we don't know what we're going to be seeing, but we're going to be seeing much more gameplay. 20 seconds gone, and so far, nothing but pressure for version 1.
Weak so, nothing for him. Daniel to take to the sky again. A lot of air dribble plays, air dribble attempts. Daniel starting to go for bumps a little bit more.
Oh, well, Ocom.
Not much for him, though. Oxygen get to the ball first. Only 20 or 19 here for Beast Mode. Yeah, there's just nothing really developing for version 1. Oxygen running, being harassed by Beast Mode, and he had to flick it away. The threat of the demo was just too much. Not able to really get anything going. That was the problem last time in the 3v3. Sure, they go for the air dribble. They try to set up a 50, but the 50 never really went to a follow-up spot for version 1. That defense from Oxygen was too strong. And that's really, we're seeing the same exact thing here in the first minute.
I mean, the defense was either too strong or the player from V1 wasn't there, but the positioning for the ball was normally great, and Com is positioning himself wonderfully there. Archie does get the block.
What?
Jorius gets the next one. It is a little bit of magic here on the temple.
Whoa, that is a crazy save. Okay, Oxygen, again on the goal line. Let's see if Version1 can get back downfield. Oh, high touch again. Daniel, what's he got? Another carry, gets it across, but again, Beast Mode, he's up, but the follow-up doesn't matter. Oxygen are already there. They're in the quicker spot. They've got the backboard covered. They just can't get anything going on that air dribble. See Daniel again, trying to get back to his touch, but way too heavy, and no chance on the dunk. Oxygen played away from him. Version1 do keep control. They can't get a bump though. Oxygen are above him. Now they go back downfield. Ixo, another on the reset. He's out of boost though, and Oxygen will wait.
I feel like we've seen a lot of heavy touches coming through for V1, but they play so much better when they play it close to their chest. They're a lot more tricksy than they are follow-up redirecty. And being able to keep it close is a skill in of itself, especially when you've got Oxygen trying to bear down on you and suffocate you. Good defense again from Jorius after that miraculous save we saw earlier. Archie just booms it long, relieve a little bit of pressure until it falls back down towards Dan, but another great 50. Ball bouncing well above and into the corner. Now Beast Mode can pick it up, goes high. Where's it going though? Just straight back down to Archie. Keep it close, I feel.
Yeah, like you said, too many heavy touches for Version1. Namely, I mean, Daniel, he's been first man on a lot of these pushes, and you expect Daniel to have that soft touch, to have the better control. Trying to be quick. His touches just he hasn't had the same kind of finesse.
Oh,
they might have an
good.
opening here, pass it front. There was no chance he got to it with no boost. There's only so much power you can get. And a good cutoff from Version1. Excellent job from Daniel to break that counterattack.
That's a very, very open net. Beast Mode opts to the pass instead of just banging it towards the goal. Perhaps his position wasn't exactly what he would like, but I felt like just stretched the defense a little bit thin. Chance, though, for Daniel to send two and stretch it even thinner. Com can pick it up with a lot of boost, a lot of time, a lot of space. What can he do? Just run straight back again to Jorius. More demos coming in. That is open, but Jorius again. The defense from the Dutchman.
He just will not let them through. You demo his teammate, he's already back. You get past one defender, well, he's just taking the save. Jorius playing insane in every game mode.
And tell you what, that makes me even more scared for V1 when we look at the 1v1 that they're going to be playing after this.
Yeah, when you think about how Daniel has been the last few 1v1s, remember, Jorius beat Zen in the best of 1v1 earlier. I mean, Oxygen in general, their tournament has been far and above what anybody expected from them. You know, everyone always said, like, this team's peak is so high, but their floor, we've seen how low their floor can be. But at Gamers8, they have shown their peak. They were closer to their peak. What is the potential is of this team. Jorius, namely, has just kind of had a vintage resurgence. But all of that said, Stumpy, and it's just been their defense. They still haven't scored a goal.
Yeah, it's still 0-0. Credit to Version1 for holding them, but they've not been under a huge amount of pressure. They've been putting that pressure on. Jorius tries to find Archie on that push. It goes back central towards Jorius. Archie can send it high, but Com is there to clear it away. Final 15 will be ticking down. Now Archie, left-hand side, sends it high. Again, Daniel can block. The midfield / blue half of this pitch has been absurd so far. Jorius wants to bump Beast Mode, isn't able to make that contact though. An intelligent play, but not the one that is going to be getting them a goal. Touches down, nils across the board, overtime.
Tons of pressure for Version1. But Jorius, he's been the robber baron. And now Ixo, last man back. He gets bumped, he recovers. He got the 50.
Wow.
Daniel taking it up, but then a recovery again from Oxygen. When it looks like Version1 have finally found the hole. It gets patched up. The planks keep the ship afloat for Oxygen.
Ixo had super glue on his shoes.
Oh!
And he's got a bullet from his bonnet.
Oh my God, he loads the gunpowder up, fires, and boom! Into the net. Daniel, or Com tries to get in the way, but he only helped Ixo get to the promised land. And now we head to the 1v1. Jorius likely versus Daniel.
If this isn't Jorius versus Daniel, I will literally consume every plastic bottle in this room, Jordan. There's a lot
of them in here,
There's
too.
a lot of them in here. It is a dry country, let me tell you that.
We might have to get that as a content piece. See how many you can down all at the same time.
I mean, I can well, Jorius, remember years ago on the LA Major, he was absolutely just crushing them into his mouth. He downed them. And my word, he was blocking saves during this game as well. This save, oh, that was the second one. He had so many. And then finally, on the shot that he managed to take, when he's getting a couple of bumps to the side, Ixo gets smashed into it too.
And that was right after his save where he gets bumped, recovers, gets the 50 against Daniel.
He gets bumped. He barely moved.
He's like, whatever. He just
goes,
started
all right,
boosting
Tom,
immediately.
grow up.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, his reaction time was insane on that because he saw it coming, right? Then he boosts. He's like, nope, land, wave dash, boom, got the 50.
Amazing. Amazing play from Ixo in that overtime. Jorius was there defensively. Archie was also playing that midfield and being the aggressor through a lot of that game. And now all eyes are on this young man and that slightly less young man but taller, the one on the left-hand side. Jorius versus Beast Mode.
Beast mode?
I need to eat so many plastic bottles in this room.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Well,
oh no.
if someone bring a bunch of plastic bottles to the cast,
I hope no one's
here.
listening.
Oh look, Beast Mode just got the first goal off the kickoff. Now, I want to say something. Yesterday on the desk, Chamako was like, why not put Beast Mode in? I'm like, Beast Mode doesn't play ones. Why would you just put Calm in? Well, I look like a giant idiot now, and that's fine.
I'm about to have more plastic in me than a sea turtle, Jorby.
That is, wow. Shout out to our sea turtles.
Shout out to the sea turtles, don't litter. But Beast Mode, he is a fantastic 1v1 player in his own right. It's just such a decision to go for him over Dan. But hey, maybe him losing, because ultimately he got pretty much embarrassed in every 1v1 he's played so far, apart from one versus Tho, which is very winnable for him. That may well have taken the confidence away from him. And he's thinking, no, you know what? Actually, I am going to be playing the 1v1 instead, says Beast Mode. And it's working.
It's working. He got the first 2 goals here. Quickly, Jorius thought he could get back up to the ball, aggressively challenging him. Beast Mode easily takes it away, wins the kickoff on the first one, takes the ball away from Jorius, and quick again. Now, Beast Mode, he's got such a quick approach on the ball. But this is certainly an interesting one. Could the pinch hitter come in big time here for version 1? Here we go again, Beast Mode. Not a lot of boost here. Jorius shadowing him closely. Beast Mode leaving it, but a good follow-up from Jorius. Try to play Beast Mode close. Stay right in position. Beast Mode stays underneath him and can't really get anything going there. Jorius protect his own boost. Beast Mode gonna retreat.
I mean, looking at the history that Beast Mode's had in 1v1, yeah, he's good, but he's not played anything really competitively since January 2021. It's been like almost 2 full years.
It's a long time to not play any constructed ones.
I'm in the archives. I'm dusting off old books to see when he last played. And Jorius dusts off one, manages to get a goal there on Wasteland, brings it back to just that 1 goal deficit. But man,
this is where we find he's been like secretly scrimming Zen every night here at Gamers8. None of us knew about it, which would be crazy. And Jorius, he has split the lead. Let's see what he gets here, trying to jump Beast Mode, but Beast Mode gets him. Jorius trying to play patiently. Oh, missed the ball, but that's all right. Good low 50 to get underneath him, but not the best recovery from Jorius. Beast Mode had no boost, so no problem at it. Good job from Beast Mode. Flip get back into the ball. Has control in the corner again.
it's decent defense so far from both sides, seeing as they've only had 3 goals in 2 minutes. B-Mode and Jorius waiting to see who's been blinking first. B-Mode has to look down, sees Jorius, manages to not quite get the bump on him, but certainly stretches him very thin. Enough boost for Beast Mode to do something nice with. Can flick it towards the goal, but Jorius, again, keeps it away enough. That's a very awkward landing, though. And you see how stressed Jorius is becoming with every touch. B-Mode making sure that he makes Jorius sweat here in Riyadh.
He really won't give Jorius the space out. Says, come around the corner, just gonna backflip up into it. Now he's got to recover, get back to net, but Beast Mode was all over it. And Beast Mode up by 2. Goes for the fake kickoff. Now he's got a full boost. Jorius sitting on the side wall. Gonna play back again. Jorius not up to just challenge aggressively right there, but Beast Mode, a nice catch. Nice save for Beast Mode! Oh my God!
Oh, the fakery is fabulous. The catch into the fake flick sends
so
Jorius flying. The dust cloud behind. B-Mode, you beast.
That's why, you know, we talked about it. like play your hot hand, right? And with how good Beast Mode has been, with how consistent he's been, sometimes it just makes sense. You know what, B-Mode? Go in there. See what you can do.
Oh, yeah.
How about you bump Jorius out of the way? How about you get another goal?
Yeah.
How about you go up 4 goals against Jorius?
And imagine how confidence-inspiring this is for B-Mode. Like being like, okay, Daniel's taken them, not done very well, fair play, I'll give it a shot. When he comes out of this, if he manages to get the win, he's just beaten Jorius, a player who has beaten Zen, and has also made sure that he is one of the best players in 1v1 in this tournament.
He hasn't lost a 1v1 in the tournament
He's
yet.
not lost one yet. In the 3v3, B-Mode is going to be beaming.
Oh, man. Well, you're right. What a confidence builder for B-Mode, but he gets caught out too far on the side, looking for some boost, and Jorius just fires one right on target. And you know how it is, Stumpy. A 3-goal lead in 1v1 is like a 1-goal lead 3v3. Very close still.
Yeah, very close, very scary. Seems we've only just gone over halfway through. 7 goals have gone in. And Jorius was saying to me earlier that he gets so locked in 1v1. That Snatsky at one point tried to fist bump him and be like, hey, good job, good goal in one of the series that he played. He literally, lovely goal again from B-Mode. Off the kickoff, picks up the side 100. Has the reset from the ceiling here still. Fakes Jorius out with it. Takes it completely low. Parallel parks. It is pretty. It is 6.
From Jorius' perspective, he sees Beast Mode get behind the ball and he's thinking ground pinch, right? But then Beast Mode just keeps going on the offside of the ball and then puts it backside. Such a genius touch from Beast Mode. He's gonna keep that ball close, get that full boost. Jorius also collects the shadow defense. Hasn't worked the best for him. He's gotten faked out like 4 separate times that have led to Beast Mode goals. And talk about that confidence, Stumpy. Maybe it was just that first goal off the kickoff where Beast Mode gets the goal 2 seconds in and he's thinking, oh, I can definitely win.
It makes it possible. Suddenly you're not thinking, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
You're suddenly thinking, I now cannot lose this. I don't want to lose this. I can't. Good chances here for some bumps from B-Mode. And even if he doesn't get a goal, he is still keeping the 4-goal lead that he's earned versus Jorius so far. Chance Jorius here to get 1. But and again, another very loose shot. We've seen Jorius, these touches have not been the best for him. On the fully open net, the spawn is fantastic. Ball bounces over Beast Mode. That's going to be cut back down to 3.
And you know what they say, if you can't beat him, delete him. Jorius picking that one up at Beast Mode. Could you imagine he bumps Jorius right there on the spawn?
It was maybe half a second off being tragic.
Yeah, and with no boost too, you're thinking, you're like, uh-oh. Will RNG come to bite me?
But I was saying earlier on that Jorius, when he gets locked into 1v1s, Snatsky tried to fist bump him and he moved his hand away. Like, no, I mean, like, we'll talk later, but just not now.
Don't touch me.
He's fully in. Whereas the other players, like Beast Mode, he's being a little more talkative with his team. It's very interesting to see how each player is going to be approaching this. The final 45 needs to see Jorius approach that orange side of the pitch a lot more often with a lot more vigor.
Yeah, time's starting to run out here for Jorius. He's got to get this clock started right now. This is the breakaway he needs, but Beast Mode's already recovered in position. Jorius, the immediate challenge. Jorius just can't keep it close enough. And Beast Mode wastes more time off the clock. Is he going to take Jorius down here? Jorius completely misses, recovers well enough, but there's just not enough time.
Final 15. Another goal for B-Mode. It is clinical, it is clean. It is the first loss that Jorius will face in a 1v1 in Gamers8 23 against a player that has not played competitive 1v1 since January 2021. That was his last tournament in 1v1. Yes, he's obviously been playing ranked, he's obviously been scrimming it.
Sure.
But he's not been in this high-pressure situation. My word, Beast Mode, what can you give us in the rest of this series?
What a statement game from Beast Mode. Incredible stuff. And what could have been match point for Oxygen. We now get at least 6. We might see 1v1 again. It might happen, or maybe we get that 2v2 back. It depends who ends up winning this 3v3, but now it'll be 3v3 for match point. Oh man, this is why I love this format. The pinch hitter comes in, shocks everybody. Let's go.
And what a genius move that was for V1. I wonder who suggested it. I wonder if that's Fireburner pulling rank a little bit and saying, Dan, it's not yours right now, that's okay. Please don't worry. Or whether it was Dan just relinquishing and saying, It's not for me. It's
Like,
not okay.
I don't got the chops right now, bro. I'm not doing this again.
And if so, credit to anybody who suggested this. Because if it comes down to Dan, I love that he's putting the team above him individually. He doesn't want his name up in lights. That's what it's about. It's about version 1 shining in purple. And B-Mode made sure that version 1 gold explosion was rocking around our arena. Every single goal. 7 in total, 8 in total, that one right at the end. Brilliant play from him. And Jory is back to the drawing board for you, pal.
Well, Oxygen have won both of the 3v3s so far with impeccable defense, with excellent goal line saves in both of those 3v3s. Will that trend continue? Or could this be what sends version 1 over the hump? Because it's not just beast mode that gets the confidence off of that 1v1. Daniel and Calm are both like, oh yeah, let's go.
Oh, you can do that, can't you?
B-Mode just put us on top. We gotta win this now. Like that confidence, it ekes out to your teammates. But we'll see. Version 1, I think the thing that killed them were, something you talked about it, a lot of heavy touches on the air dribbles. Really not the best control. Just allowed Oxygen to get in a position, lock down the backboard. They gotta have better control. Maybe even switch it up a little bit. A little bit more passing, but Oxygen's defense has been great. The demo, that's been the story, is you get the demo, but the second man comes in and gets the save.
But a lovely demo to open it up as well. Unfortunately for version 1, the save is just too strong. And I was saying about those long touches, both teams are so guilty of it. Both teams have been a little bit annoying, but make sure they send it just too far. They can't keep it close. The recoil sends the ball too far. B-Mode absolutely slamming it off the post. Can't quite get that first goal. Opportunity, though, for them to continue pushing. It does not just feel like the previous games that we have seen. Again, it's going to be version 1 pushing their offense and Oxygen defending for their lives.
Getting those juicy counterattacks. Daniel rips that one, but it's off the bar. He gets a
Good
dunk,
block.
But everybody too far off. You see Calm shading on the right side. Again, expecting the flow of the play to go one way, and Beast Mode's playing it safe beyond the midfield line. He's not expecting Daniel to get that dunk, and so they don't get those juicy follow-ups. 2 commit here, though, from Oxygen, and the touches just aren't there for version 1.
But they're going to have more and more chances at these touches. Jorias, the failed in and out, a demo, a goal.
How does this
What happened with
fall
Jorias?
apart?
Oh, did he flip awkwardly?
Comes up. Oh, he didn't. Yeah, he just came off. That's interesting.
Is it because he flipped in?
He flipped in and his car just fell off. Yeah. That was weird.
Okay.
I honestly want to see that from Tori's perspective.
I want to see that many more times.
Yeah, that was interesting. Either way, version 1
count as a goal.
Yeah. You take what you can get of your version 1. We'll see if they can hold on that defense. Neither team has been able to score a ton in the 3v3, but okay. A little different this time. Ixo slots it on the left.
Yeah, right back behind the defender as well. And our first 3v3 that has had more than a single goal. So thank you very much, Oxygen and V1, for making this a verified goal sling slang banger on Urban Central. A map that we never use nowadays.
Yeah, we never really see Urban Central.
Didn't we? Wait, was it me and you that discussed this with Cole? On
Media
Day?
We don't see Urban or what was it? Not Utopia, but
whatever
I
it
don't
was.
remember.
I don't know.
Oh my God, Ixo.
Ixo's got the second though on a map that we very rarely see, a map that Cole will be happy about, an Urban Central apologist.
It is a pretty map, I will say.
It is pretty, but that is not a pretty touch from Com.
No, not at all.
Messes up, lets it out for Ixo, who can just slam it straight back towards the net. 2-1, Oxygen, making sure that the threes is their domain.
Just when you thought version 1 might get a little bit of a break after a Joria's mishap, it takes no longer than 30 seconds for Oxygen to get the lead. And Joria's gonna pop it up high, he gets bumped. And Ixo up again, and he just is a slot machine. You can put as many coins as you want in him, and you're just gonna win every single time.
Oh my word,
A
Ixo.
payout. Oh.
Top corner. Big man cannot miss. The hat trick for Ixo. The 3-1 for Oxygen. We approach half-time in the game, and he is a sheer-born attacker.
That is just absolutely clinical from Ixo. But it's just been quietly consistent so many times over the tournaments. He has slots like that. Daniel, gonna try again. The old air dribble flip reset that has not been successful for version 1. Another big clear for Oxygen. Version 1, they get a little bit of space. Beast Mode thought he could catch out that first defender of Oxygen, but they end up just losing the 50. And a leave from Oxygen. Daniel with no boost. There's a tight situation here for Version1 in the corner, but they're making it work right now. Daniel needs some help. He had no boost. Beast Mode's going to give it to him.
And tell you what, we're seeing a completely different style and a different shape starting to emerge in this 5th game as it comes down to Oxygen really starting to push and pressure. When they do get those chances, they are putting a lot of pressure on and making it hard for Version1 to work out their own half. That's the position Oxygen have been in so far, and they've managed to win from it. They were being able to get 1 counter-attack goal each time. Ixo is up early, manages to use a lot of boost to get a touch. B-Mode removes him, gifts him with 33 boost and a brand new spawn position.
Can Calm do anything with this ball? No.
Doink?
Tried the heavy touch and attempted doink, sadly fails.
You love to see it tried.
We all love a good doink. And Daniel, nothing. I mean, Oxygen's just all over the ball, no matter what Version1 tried to do to cover, and they're just losing every touch. Ixo been nasty with it. Archie's just like, I'm just gonna slam face into a Version1 player. Calm again. Not able to get any value on that. Nice fake from Beast Mode. I think has just been doing everything to keep Version1 in this. He's got no boost now. Daniel, no boosts. I feel like I'm saying that a lot every time Version1 are behind the ball.
I feel like I've not seen Daniel too much in this game either.
Yeah.
He's been relatively invisible.
He's kind of been absent in all the 3v3s.
Yeah. But I mean, Oxygen have just had that send it to Ixo mentality. Daniel does get the reception off that ball on that chance, but 0 boost for him, seizing, having to leave. Com shoots it high. If that shot low, that is a very, very good chance at a goal. Beast Mode gets a demolition. Now the ball passed over towards Com. That's on target.
Okay.
A brilliant passing play. Version1 right back in.
A rare pass for Version1. Beast Mode demos second man. Opens a little bit of a gap so no save can come through. Just the big difference. Jorius had to turn back around as soon as that demo happens. Has to hurry up.
Has to also go high because he doesn't know where the pass is going to be.
And so that demo actually works this time for Version1.
20 seconds remain. Ixo. Brilliant chances so far in this game, but is he going to be able to get any blocks on himself? Or for himself, rather. Ixo now going central with that. Daniel with 0 boost again. Sospal. 10 seconds. Com, the only one with 100. Goes up. What magic can be found? A block coming in from Archie. This single goal keeping Oxygen in it. It's open. It's a goal in 0 seconds. Dan pulls off the invisibility cloak and gets a buzzer beater.
And Beast Mode, he already had Jorius biting high. Ixo had to make up for it. Beast Mode knew it, got the little wave dash pass, and it's 2 passes for Version1 at 0 seconds to tie it. And they ain't done yet. Here it goes again, Beast Mode winning that touch. How about it for BMO? Daniel, that was a great shot as well, but Ixo, he scored 3, and he scored a 4th. Oxygen would love to take it back, but the momentum has swung real quickly on the orange half.
Great flick from Com, gets it over. Low on boost, though. He's now trying to steal a couple of pads. It's another pass central. It's another bang long. Daniel now into that back corner. It falls back down towards Archie. A bump does come in. Jorius for 1. The redirect intercepted by Beast Mode. And look at how Version1 have really started to swarm. Another pass in the middle. This time no one there. And Version1 can't rely on that too much. They need to keep going for solo plays as well. Otherwise that pass will be intercepted.
The mix-up's definitely important. Even though the air dribbles, the solo plays have not really been successful. Oxygen gonna be able to adapt, so you're absolutely right. The mix-up's still important. You still got to keep Oxygen guessing about what you're going to do next. And they keep jumping a little early. Oxygen's defense not as clinical as it was. Version1 catching them out on that mix-up. Archie pitching it across. So quick up to the ball, but Beast Mode is there.
What a pass! The venom on that bad boy. Archie goes straight back into defense, though, as Version1 will be pushing hard. A reset only gets it towards Jorius, who can save it quite easily. Now Ixo tries to battle past Com. Again, unsuccessful. Beast Mode, a bit of a nothing touch, and just nonsense touches coming in from V1. That's not an insult. Especially when it leads to a goal. Com is animated.
Com puts an absolute laser on target. He gets a free ball, catches all of Oxygen. Coming back, they get a touch, but it's not enough. Too powerful. And Version1 take it to match point.
What a comeback.
Oh,
was that 2 in the final minute?
Yeah, 2 in the final minute, 1 at 0 seconds.
Wow.
Second goal to go to OT.
And then
That's
to win
crazy.
the OT, to then go series point.
Oh my gosh.
You
Now-
can see the demoralization, and it's the antithesis of what we're seeing from version 1, where they're so excited. You see all the momentum swing their way. That has to go from somewhere.
Yeah.
That energy has not just been created.
Yeah.
It only moves. It has gone from everything on Oxygen over towards version 1. EXO scored 3, and it still wasn't enough.
You really thought at that point it was Oxygen. I mean, it was Oxygen game to lose, but then Beast Mode
That pass
was
is
just
unbelievable.
so good. Each of those passes, Daniel slotting it, and then Calm taking the advantage. You had one opportunity, you just got to slot it well, and he slotted it perfectly. And now if you're Oxygen, I mean,
You reset, you can do either.
picking 2s or 1s feels like, I don't, like, which one do you go with? Because you've lost both now.
True. Ooh, how exciting. I feel like you can't go for 2s. 2s is
Can you
too
go for
risky.
Because Jory is tilted now.
Or is Joria's got a bee in his bonnet? And
Right.
is he going to be thinking, nah, pal, you're not winning this on 1s, not when I'm here.
Oh, look, you see his little neck crack? He's like, all right, let's go.
He's locked in.
He's like, no shot I lose to Beast Mode twice in a row.
Surely not.
Or do version 1 turn it back to Daniel?
No.
Can you imagine? No, you play the hot hand. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
You got to play B mode.
Yeah,
Why
absolutely.
would you change it?
He's been the best player on version 1 in every mode.
He has. Daniel looking much better towards Dan is also in free play. So I think what that means is that we're about to see a 1v1 Jorby.
We just might see the 1v1. Jory is like, give me Beast Mode again. That's not happening twice. The kids all gathered round. Happy to be here, happy to watch some Rocket League, the next generation of Rocket League players right there.
That's what this event is so good for too. I've loved going into the audience, and I do not share a language with anybody in there, but everyone is cheering at the same thing that I am.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic to see. Definitely a unifying moment when we see Rocket League and games make sure that they are stretching over those cultures and those languages as well.
To be fair, that kid probably already crushes me in Rocket League. He's probably
don't doubt it.
He's probably like GC3, some nonsense like that.
Has to be.
We all know how cracked the young kids are at this game. We do get the 1v1. It is Beast Mode versus Jorius once again. Beast Mode started off with a kickoff goal. Now he gets a nice catch. He flicks it right over Jorius. It just never gets old, Stumpy.
In 9 seconds, B Mode shows quality. Catches, flicks, says see you later. And that's version 1 with the lead. 3-2 in the series already.
Oh,
and
man.
B Mode, what a beast he is looking to be in the 1v1.
The X factor, but that's a good kickoff win for Jorius. Beast Mode gets back. It's not enough. Beast Mode gets to save, but he's got to recover, and he does.
And he
That's
has
a breakaway.
boost.
He's going to go. He's got enough. He's got 12 and a goal. 2-0.
Jory is pushing that chance a little bit too far. And the fact that he also moves past the ball, doesn't go for any flip cancel, it's going to be sending him completely out of position. And B Mode completely open on the other side to shoot on. Very similar already to how we saw version 1 play in the previous 1v1.
Yeah, Jory is, you know, 1v1. We talk about Rocket League in general being very mental. 1v1, it's exacerbated. Jory he's got to keep that mental locked. And he's already in a difficult spot here, but he gets a good soft touch. Beast Mode takes it away from him. Still playing it tight, like at the high touch, but Beast Mode demos him as well.
Demo, but it's going to be a little bit too far away. Can't take the immediate shot on target. Instead, he's going to be playing with his food somewhat, making sure that he's faking him.
I like
Does
that,
manage to get a nice touch. Jorius can shoot it on target, but B Mode with enough boost manages to sneak his way back.
Another excellent recovery for Beast Mode. Playing it a little slow, trying to size up Jorius. Just waits at the last second to turn that ball away. Got to be careful, don't want to give Beast Mode the edge. And he does just stay right on the line to take that ball away. Protects his own boost as well. Beast Mode's running out of boost in the tank here. Nice little chip there from Jorius to push him off the ball.
You can only play that side to side as long as you can still be getting those boosts and those pennies. You can't do that indefinitely. And Beast Mode, he lost a single boost and then it just starts to fall apart, but still the pressure was there, the idea was there. Jorius up for 1, the air dribble, the 50. Isn't going to quite work on that chance, takes it back to the lab. Will round 2 fare any better?
Another full boost. Beast Mode's going to play him tight. Dare Jorius to beat him. He hasn't yet.
I love seeing the little cam movements and just seeing him flip the camera. Where's Jorius?
Like, really affects what decision you're gonna make. Do I have to boost back farther? Or can I just sit real tight? Is he actually gonna have the power necessary? But he loses a 50. Jorius not quite there. Beast Mode can't get back. Jorius will split the lead.
First goal for Jorius took just over 2 minutes and a lot of work and effort. And my word, an entire tank of boost as well. Can't sneak it past B mode in the end. There's 1v1 looking very, very tight.
Much needed goal for Jorius. Not going down 3-0 this time. Well, Beast Mode with the fake kickoff. Almost didn't work for him. Could have been dangerous. He did lose his boost. Now Beast Mode has to clear it away. Work on those small pads. He's not going to leave the line of the ball, but he will flip back, get the boost. Now he's got to defend the shot. Jorius can't really put a threatening ball on. Now Beast Mode knows he's got net, knows he's got the goal, and Beast Mode again, 3 goals.
Yet again finding a 2-goal lead, and Jorius, just with that one shot, it rolls at his target. Beast Mode, a nice easy block for him. Game face on for B Mode, and he is not interacting with his team at all this time. Not talking. Both of these legends completely locked in. Version1 the chance to send them through to that semi-finals. Not only will it earn them that amount of prestige, it will also double the prize money again, going from $95,000, Jorby, to a minimum of $200,000.
That is an absolute whopper.
It truly is.
That is an insane amount of money. Well, Beast Mode, he could help Version1 get that money right here. Has been the MVP for his team all series. He could close it down, but Jorius had a nice goal on his reset. Beast Mode didn't have enough boost to do anything with it. Now Jorius, here he goes again. Just didn't quite have the control. He lost it. He might get punished here. He's trying to get back in time, and will he? He won't. Beast Mode will keep that lead by 2.
Beast Mode performing admirably in this $100,000 1v1 match. Ultimately, that's what it is.
Wow. That's great.
That's
Johnny Boy in shambles.
Oh, right. He's a shell. He's a shell of a human.
Yeah.
He can't compete.
No.
But yeah, Beast Mode, if he wins this, $105,000 extra going towards his team. Oxygen and Jorius needing to try and keep themselves in it.
And you think maybe there's a point where Jorius finally figures it out, and he finally gets locked in, and Beast Mode can't come back.
Just like yesterday when he was on the day before when he was so locked in.
Exactly, but
There's
it's just,
one.
Okay, he's kept it a lot closer this time. He's not fighting from 3, even 4 goals back like he was in the last 1v1 earlier. This time he's kept it close, but he has not been able to tie it.
I mean, this is so close still. 4-3, 1 minute 48. There's time for like genuinely
5, 6,
7, 8 goals like that can still come in. And Oxygen would love for all of them to be going their way.
Well, that shows you why you should just appreciate 1v1s. It is so hard to keep that ball out of the net, especially with the quality of players you have here. Beast Mode, not the best control. Too far under the ball means he can't push the ball forward. He can only push it up, and that's pretty much the worst situation when Jorius is playing shadow defense. Really easy to take that ball away. He does get chipped. Grab that midfield boost. Beast Mode with no boost, chips it away, hopes he can get a steal. Does get the ball. A couple of small pads, not bad there from Beast Mode. You lose that boost, but you got every small pad and still in control.
Manages to get mid-boost as well. Really great game management from B Mode. Can then push forward. He's got more boost than Jorius, but Jorius is that bit closer towards the ball. 100 boost pickup for Jorius. His back corner and 1 minute remaining. 2 goals if Jorius wants to win it in this regulation. Beast Mode tries to push it a little bit further, isn't able to. The 100 boost pick up again for Jorius. So far, none of that really working out as much as he would like. And a complete miss. Beast Mode with the double tap, flicks the camera, sees where Jorius is, fakes him out, wastes a little bit of time. So Jorius now cuts in, no boost, one shot, one chance! Jorius, level again!
He's not gonna let his team go down that easily. Beast Mode a little too greedy. Thought he could pull off, thought he could fake challenge, and thought he could win that 50, but he just had no boost in the tank to do anything with it. Even if he does win that 50, turning around, Jorius still had so much boost. So really low percentage opportunity there for Beast Mode. He needed more boost in the tank if he wanted to play that aggressively. And now he's just giving Jorius a tie game, but he's just got control on the kickoff. He goes for the ball! It falls into the net!
Oh!
What a recovery!
Where did you come from, Jorius? Final 20 seconds now. Flicks it high. Beast Mode is going to be there. Chance for a bump instead. Jorius just wants that ball control, that ever-important ball control. So then the Beast Mode has controlled this entire game so far. One touch central, no shot from it. Beast Mode chance to go high with a bump with only 20 boosts. What can he come up with?
Oh, won the 50, but Jory is first on the ball. Wave dash to get momentum. He wants that boost badly. A decent bounce. Beast Mode is there. Woo, in overtime, Beast Mode could win his team 105 grand here, or Dorians could take it to game 7.
A 100 grand 1v1 overtime. Joris straight on for the net. Chance for a flick. Instead goes low with it. That middle boost is going to be all his, but Beast Mode keeps him away from it. Backboard. Joris has to make contact. He does so, but that is very central. Beast Mode is going to be there. Joris fakes it out, ends up going back towards the own corner himself. Chance for a single touch. Jory is now sending it back. My word, Beast Mode going for that shot.
It's so risky.
With this pressure. A Musty just about gets saved away by B-Mode.
Absolute power on that. Jory is going to protect the ball quick to get back. Jory is faking the touch for control. Beast Mode going to play him close. He's only got 36. Takes the challenge. It's too aggressive. Jory has the freebie. Jory takes it to game 7.
What composure from the Dutchman. Keeps it low and keeps his team in it as well. A 44-second overtime as well, by the way, Jorby. That is a decent chunk of time in 1v1.
Yeah.
That is a lot of time to go scoreless for. Oh, my
man.
Right.
The bump in Jory is his recovery. Oh,
Jory
my God.
It's
like, dude, I literally jumped out of my seat. Like, oh.
I thought that was in. It was slow enough.
How high up on the backboard was he?
I don't know. I need to see that posted to social media so I can just see where he ended up going. I want to see Joris' perspective of that.
Oh, let's see if we see it. Big sigh from Joris there. Oh, and the flick over. Beast Mode was just so aggressive on a lot of these. I feel like it was so. Here it is, right here. How high does he go? He goes literally up to the ceiling. And then holds his boost till he lands. Oh,
that's so good.
Love that. Shout out to production for grabbing that perspective.
Yeah. To get the over-the-shoulder perspective too.
Absolutely.
I'm going to hold down boost, and I'm going to hope that I can get there in time.
Hold boost and pray.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Game 7. 3v3.
In the first quarter.
$105,000 and a spot in the semi-finals to play for $500,000. That is what this individual game means. And Jorby, I need at some point a tournament organizer to attach heart rate monitors to these players.
I think I need a heart rate monitor.
Yeah, I would love to have it just by their name, by the boost, then whatever number, BPM.
Yeah.
How exciting would that be? You can
that would
see
be
the
amazing.
impact.
Oh, especially a 1v1.
Oh,
like,
my word.
In an overtime, like how
in
you
that
just see it
exact
pop up.
situation.
Yeah, I really want to know. I want to know Joris' BPM when he got bumped.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. But now, it all comes down to a final 3v3. They split the 1v1. Beast Mode was the hero in that first 1v1, but Jory has got it through. Beast Mode, though, he has been clinical. Unleashed gets the first goal.
He's just something else today. Ends up going for one with Daniel on the demo. Daniel then throws Archie up enough, slows down his pathing. B-Mode, 1 goal for version 1. It's going to be a shocker if that's the one that does it, because Oxygen have looked on fire.
Now, Beast Mode. Gonna take it again. That's a high ball, the shot. Don't let Ixo get too many of those. He's been a slot king. Oh, the touch actually gonna favor Ixo here. The back touch, the attempted bump in front of Oxygen, diving onto that version 1 back line. Can't quite connect on any of those bumps. Daniel getting the first catch. Good patience there to get the 50. Version 1 getting deleted. Namely, actually no, it's Jorias who got deleted by Beast Mode. Now Calm trying to force that ball across, but here come Oxygen, and it's denied again, but they're caught with no boost, and it's hit right into him. He got the save. Another one taken away.
It's such a safe shot from Jorias. The hero of the previous game, or the villain, depending on which side you're on. Just gets a very, very weak shot, and now 2 committing towards the individual ball. And we've seen this game go much the way of the previous 3v3 that Oxygen won't quite manage to win out, where they've got that pressure. But that demo goes very their way. Ixo secures it, but the shot very much coming from his teammate.
You know, Calm ended up tweeting out after yesterday. Yeah, we avoided Vitality. We get to meet him in finals. Just completely overlooking Oxygen. And now we're tied
also
up in
Falcons
Game 7.
or Gen G.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
yeah, he's like, yeah, we avoided Vitality. Sure, I mean, that speaks to the confidence, right? But, I mean, with how Oxygen have played, he might end up looking a little silly, but who knows? Game 7, Oxygen get that goal, almost redirect. That was a juicy one.
Chance on the left-hand side for Come to go central to find beast mode. That absolute target man. The double touch coming in for the pass and gets it round the side of Archie and a 50 and a pass again central. My word, is there anything that beast mode can't do?
I don't think so. I think he can do absolutely everything. Com's the one who has to make the defense. He can't get the touch, he's beaten. Ixo forces the touch high. Oxygen hanging onto this midfield. Great control to buy time for his team to get back. Com with no boosts can only do so much, and Oxygen have control.
Ixo again trying to go for just a little cheeky one, see if he can stretch the defense thin. Jorius passes very safely central, goes for a bump. I love the aggression. Archie going up for that challenge. Now Ixo into that corner. Finds only Com with a 50 boost. He can get a challenge, but it goes very much the way of that version 1 man.
Jorius got the reset. He's over 1. But the last man for version 1 easily takes it away. It's Daniel, and he gets his boost. Does he get by 2? Oh, good read on the dunk. Might be a break. They just get there in time before he gets deleted. Version 1 getting another demo themselves. Beast mode kicks it way high, but Ixo gets a perfect high soft touch. Nothing Beast mode can do about it.
Flip? Yeah, backflip from beast mode as well. Uncharacteristic, but the pass from Com. Rather from Daniel over towards Com, trying to get that pinch over towards the net. B-mode sending it rocketing into the ceiling. I think that's going to leave a dent. 1 reset, goes low. Jorius has to face off versus 3 defenders though. And you see, whenever one player comes up to take a shot, all 3 on either side are there to block it away. The final 90 seconds, both our teams drawn level.
And another big clear for Com. No boost, wants to steal. He's got it. Oxygen rolling around quickly, but the counterattack denied by Daniel. Daniel, a little bit of boost. A demo to open space. The butt of his car hits it. Shot and saved. It's too light. Oxygen, a quick hit, but they can't get through. Daniel, the last man, keeps it alive in the midfield, pops it over 1. Oxygen have held on defense. They get a flick, but it's denied by beast mode.
This efficacious offense so far coming in, but that double miss. Oxygen unable to get a proper save away, leaves this pressure fully for V1. Jorius with 1 block down, goes up high, second miss, second shot, second goal for B-Mode!
Of course, it's Beast Mode to slot it. Jorius tries to get it out. Archie, there's nothing he can do. He's hoping Jorius can get the touch, but he can't. And then you see 2 attackers, Com and Beast Mode. Beast Mode completely shaded by Com. 56 seconds until version 1 are $100,000 richer.
Com in the midfield has to try and get another one from this just to secure it. 44 boost for Daniel, gets blocked away, not quite by Archie in fact, thought he made that contact. Jorius up, 45 seconds, tick down. This is now proper nervy time. B-Mode again with a devastating shot. Archie can't quite block it, but Com can't quite get it on target.
And here it goes again. Daniel taking it around. Insurance would be massive at the end of Game 7. Oh, smart touch from Beast Mode. 52. Ends up getting that touch, went for the heavy one. Ixo doesn't have any boost, he can't really go for it. Oxygen are locked in the blue half.
Archie midfield, flicks it wide, but no one's gonna be there to receive it. Jorius ends up being there a little bit too late, 15 seconds now, 30 boost, clears it wide, but Com is there again.
Again, clear out, downfield for Archie, but there's nothing there. Oxygen have been completely stuffed.
Final 5, Ixo's up, some magic needs to happen, but the man with 0 boost cannot do it. Jorius finds Archie, Daniel the man to intercept, but in Beast Mode's corner, nothing is going to be happening. Jorius with a flick, goes cornerwards yet again, touchdown! Version 1, the team in purple, find victory here at Gamers8, $105,000 richer.
Absolutely clutch performance from version 1, from Beast Mode. What a series. Standing up for his team. And you see the elation from version 1, and you see it on the side of Oxygen. What could have been, you were 1 goal away from figuring it out, but version 1 absolutely crushed Oxygen in that closing minute. They couldn't get anything going. Version 1 locked them down. They go to the semifinals. They will play the winner of Falcons versus Gen G.
And tell you what, it really comes down to just seeing which team had the pressure, which team had that momentum that they were pushing for over and over again. It changed hands multiple times. And in the end, version 1 are going to be the team that take that pressure. They take that momentum. They push it entirely on version 1 until they push it entirely on Oxygen until they combust. Man, a Game 7 series, Jorby, to start off today.
That's how I like it.
What a silly old day we're about to have.
Absolutely scrumptious, Stumpy,
It is
as
scrumptious.
you would say.
I do say that all the time.
You do, I love it. Delicious first series. But you know, let's go ahead and let's listen to the interview with Version1.
We're here with Calm after an emotional Game 7 victory. And Calm, you provided the turning point in Game 5. Talk about, first of all, the equalizer from Daniel and then the overtime winner.
That was a crazy game. I scored the overtime winner. It was a pretty routine shot. I got lucky. Beastman set me up very well. The 0-second goal was really good by us. Once we were down by 2, I think there was 30 seconds left. We were losing 1-3. We ended up scoring. We just told everyone, like, just chill out. No need to rush anything. 26 seconds on the clock. We got plenty of time. So all of us made sure we took our time. I think I took a 50. It went back to Beast. Beast ended up beating 1. Got the pass to Dan. Dan slotted it as he always does. And that was a big match. I would have been very upset if we lost that game because I played so bad.
زي ما تشوفون معنا كرام اعزائي المشاهدين من فريق فيرجن 1. سالنا السؤال الاول انه كان هو احد الاسباب اللي خلاهم ياخذون السيريز كامله بالذات اللي صار في جيم 5. فقلنا نساله وش اللي صار بالضبط بالذات اللي صار في الاوفر تايم جول اللي صار اخر لحظه زياده على كذا في الهدف اللي هو جابه مع الايكولايزر. فقال قاعد يقول انه صراحه احنا عرفنا انه عندنا 20 ثانيه وعندنا وقت مره كثير ان نقدر اننا نجيبه من ناحيه الجول حق الاوفر تايم واستطعنا باخر لحظه انه نقدر اننا نرتب الوضع سواء كان معي انا على طول سويت باس البيست مود وبعدها على طول قدرت اني اجيب الجول. لكن بنفس الوقت يعني مره كنت بزعل انه لو ما فزنا الجيم هذا لان الجيم هذا كان اسوأ جيم انا لعبته في السيريز كامله.
Everybody wants to know, beast mode on ones. When was the decision made? What was the rationale behind it?
So that decision was actually made earlier today. We ended up doing some private match ones because we were warming up Dan. Dan's had a bit of a rough run in ones. It's a different environment, and I think it's hard for him to. It's a lot of pressure to go from 1s to 2s to 3s and have to change your play style. And playing 1s on LAN is already enough as is. He just kind of handed the reins over to Beast Mode. And was like, I mean, Beast Mode was playing absolutely crazy in our private 1v1s, and we know he can be really good at 1s, even though he's never really given it a shot. So we threw him out there, and we knew he had a very good chance in winning those games. Honestly, I think he should have won the second game too.
سألنا كومز السؤال اللي صراحة الكل قاعد يسأله الآن إنه وش اللي خلاكم تخلون بيست مود هو اللي يلعب الونز ما هو يكون دانيال زي ما احنا عارفين دانيال هو أفضل لاعب ونز بالعالم فليش ما هو اللي يقدر يلعب بالعادة. قالوا إنه بعد اللي صار بالأمس لاحظنا إنه دانيال ما يقدر إنه يؤدي أداء كويس في الونز خصوصا إنه هو عنده كمية ضغط مرة كبيرة صراحة سواء إنه يغير من الونز للتوز للثريز أو حتى إنه البريشر بس والبيئة اللي موجود هو فيها يكون عليه ضغط جدا جدا عالي. فإحنا ما نبيه إنه يكون في المستوى اللي هو ما يتوقع الجمهور وما إحنا نتوقع منه. بنفس الوقت بيست مود هو دائما أداؤه كويس في الونز وحتى بالسكريمات اللي هو لعبها دائما يكون أداؤه ممتاز بس بنفس الوقت إحنا ما عندنا الفرصة أو ما قد هو انعطى الفرصة إنه يلعب الونز. فيوم أعطينا الفرصة الآن عرفنا إنه يقدر يؤدي كويس وحتى الجيم الثاني مفروض إنه فازوا صحيح إنه ما فاز بس برضه أداؤه جدا متميز في الونز.
You guys have had all night games here where some other teams have kind of had to come in right in the middle of the day. Do you feel like this has kind of helped your routine where you don't have to change your schedule at all, playing always at night?
Yeah, I think it's really nice. We get to, hang out, grab dinner or grab breakfast, lunch, chill out at the hotel for a bit, and then we hop in, start warming up, play a warm-up scrim. It's really nice being able to chill out kind of for a bit, get ready for the match, mentally prepared, and then getting into it just kind of, it feels more natural. We're night owls.
زي ما تشوفون كان السؤال الأخير اللي سألناه في المقابلة نتكلم عن الجدول حقهم. كل المباريات اللي لعبها في الأيام الماضية كانت متركزة على أنها تكون في الصباح فهم الآن يضطرون أنهم يلعبون بالليل اليوم وغدا إن شاء الله. فهو قاعد يقول إنه هل نقدر أو هل أنتم تقدرون أنكم تتأقلمون على الشيء هذا وكيف كان التغيير بالنسبة لكم؟ جواب يقول بالعكس أحسن لنا إنه إحنا نقدر أننا نعيش يومنا بشكل طبيعي نفطر نتغدى نتعشى بعدين وقتها نتجهز نفسيا وعقليا للمباراة بعدين ندخل المباراة هذه. فهذا هو الشيء اللي هم مروا فيه ويقولون بالعكس إحنا نفضل أن نلعب بالليل لأن إحنا أصلا نفضل الليل بشكل عام.
Well, Calm, thank you for your time. Congrats again on the win. We'll let you celebrate with the fans. They were very loud. They were almost as loud as you were up there on that stage. Congrats again and best of luck tomorrow in the semis.
يعطيكم العافية أعزائي المشاهدين. انتهت المقابلة الآن بنروح على طول نتوجه للسي تحليلي نتكلم أكثر عن شو ممكن يصير في المباراة القادمة.
We'll send it back to the desk now for our highlights.
Well, there it is. We questioned whether we'd see a switch up there. Jorby and Chimako can rest the debate. Chimako very happy. He was right. Beast Mode getting thrown in, and I think a critical component, Corelli, to this victory.
I really appreciate from that interview from Com, they talked about this was an intentional decision that they had before they got into the series. It wasn't just like a game time thing. They talked about this before, and I think that's what makes it even more special, is that Beast Mode knew he was going in the entire time, and he got the job done.
Yeah, and you know, they were doing private ones as well, which is so cool to see on this format. It's not just an afterthought. It's not we'll just play it when we get there.
Right.
They're training for every aspect of this series, and it was a close series. This one was really neck and neck. 4 overtimes that we saw. Version 1 and Oxygen splitting those overtimes as well. You heard in the interview with Com, you know, Com even saying Beast Mode should have won that second 1v1 that ended up going Joreus's way in overtime. But overall, it was so entertaining, and I think Beast Mode really was the highlight player for me. He had come out of pretty much nowhere. That play where he's faking out Joreus on the ceiling, it was so cool to see Beast Mode, who doesn't have a reputation for once, come out and beat one of the world's best.
He looked good. I mean, his 1v1 play looked good. It looked calculated. It looked intentional. I think Beast Mode could be the ones going forward for the matchup between
I don't see
whoever
why
the
you
winner is
wouldn't.
between Falcons and Gen G.
Yeah, no, I think you kind of have to at that point. The team's got their flow now, and if this is what they're doing today, you keep that going forward, in my opinion. James, do you disagree?
Oh, no, it's huge moment. I mean, they just took down, Version 1 just took down the team that beat Vitality. Beast Mode took on Joreus, who beat Zen.
That means they're better than Vitality.
Well, it just means that Oxygen was hot enough to beat Vitality. Version 1, you know, if they can take down Oxygen, I think they're going to feel really, really confident going forward. I just wonder if we will continue to see Beast Mode in ones throughout this weekend, or if Daniel will make a reappearance. However, at this point, top 4 already. This is a huge performance and a huge finish for Version 1.
One thing about Version 1, though, they got shut out in 2 of those 3v3 games. That's a little bit of a disappointment, you know, when we talk about how important 3v3 is in the crew battle format. Getting shut out in 2 of them, albeit one of them was in overtime, isn't the best, but I think Version 1, they get to 7, they get the job done when it matters most in that last 3v3 game mode and come out the victors here. This was one way to start off the day, fellas. One way to start off the day for sure. We got plenty more of these coming up.
And I was just going to say, Version 1 as well, this series would have gone in favor of Oxygen if it weren't for that crazy last-second comeback in threes where they scored 2 goals in pretty much 30 seconds.
Yep.
That was a clutch up from Version 1. I think clutch really describes their performance today.
Oh, no, absolutely. And that's kind of on topic because we're going to get to our STC play of the game. And I got to mention there was a couple of these, but it is going to go to Daniel with his overtime scoring. Again, this wasn't the only one. And that's exactly why I think the word you use, James, is perfect for it. Just clutch.
Oh, yeah. And this was that demo in the air. Look at this. It serves as a smoke screen. It makes it even more difficult for Joreus to make that save. And they split those overtime games. But, I mean, that series was on a knife's edge the whole time.
Dan would try to get that aerial game going for a couple attacks there. And I think it's great. You get the flip reset into the demo. And then, like you said, that smoke screen really helps out. And Version 1, that's the threat in that type of game, and they certainly showed it there.
While Daniel was clutch there, we do want to talk about our Kidia MVP, and it was a different player on the team, and I think it comes down to definitely that one skin there. Beast Mode, that turning point. We didn't know what was going to happen, Corelli, but Beast Mode comes in and holds it his own for the entire team.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is going towards his 1v1 play because the expectation wasn't that he was going to take down Joreus. In fact, I'm sure Joreus felt very confident going into that matchup, so I think a lot of it is coming from that 1v1 matchup, the first one that he won. But even in the 2v2, he was getting the job done with Daniel and looked like that, you know, top level, top echelon 2v2 pairing.
Yeah, and still, it's just jaw-dropping seeing Beast Mode come out with not nearly as much experience in 1v1 and be able to get that win. And even in threes, in that final game, Beast Mode had a wonderful aerial play that led to a goal for Version 1. And it just showed, and even that last shot there to go ahead, Beast Mode was lights out this whole series, every single game mode, rightfully the MVP.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of weight on your back, knowing that, hey, I got to go in and do what we couldn't do last time in this game mode of ones and carry the whole team. And there's so much pressure, and it's probably what got to Daniel as well. And I'm sure a lot of other players out there, even Joreus, we saw, okay, this is pressure in the playoff bracket. Now to do this, you wrapped around, but It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, and for Beast Mode, I'm assuming he's going to continue to be the 1v1 player. It doesn't get any easier here between Gen G and Falcons up next.
Well, that's exactly it. We got to take a break. It's much shorter matches today, but they are best of 7s. Coming up next, Team Falcons versus Gen G Mobile One Racing.